The following program deals with a controversial subject. The theories expressed are not the only possible interpretation.
The viewer is invited to make a judgment based on all available information.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to another House of Stein Hot 10 show. I hope you guys are enjoying Big Leg's sale. He's got a big sale going on eBay right now, and we've been, that's why we're late. We've all been bidding on Big Leg's books as we go. So shout out to him and everybody that's hanging out over there. Now you can hang out over here for a little bit. So
we're at both places if you're smart with your devices.
Yes.
And because we're late and I said I would give something away, I'm going to go grab something to give away. Hold on.
Ew, giveaways.
No, that happened to me yesterday too. I've been hanging out with you too much, McClay, because like I completely spaced out and forgot yesterday was Thursday. Like the funny part was like I had everything scheduled, did all of my stuff in YouTube, like for Near Nirvana and all that, and then I got home, started playing video games and watching TV, and then just completely zoned out and like lost track of time or it is what day it was. And then before I knew it, like I see Joe calling me. I was like, I wonder why Joe's calling me. And I see the time, it's like 9:30. I'm like, crap, I'm late. Long story short. And then and so Joe's telling everyone like, oh, he'll be here shortly, like to the panel. And then, people in the chat were like, saying their stuff. And then I jumped on the show, loaded the slides, started it up. And I was like, I'm so sorry I'm late, everyone. Like, I've been hanging out with McClay too long. The session went way too good, like all that. And then I was like, for being late, I'm giving away a book. And then like I held up two different books and I was like, the winner can choose. And I was like, oh crap, there's people on the rewind too. I was like, we haven't done a giveaway in a while. And then at the end of the show, I was like, okay, I'm doing the live drawing now. So if you win, awesome. And if you don't win, complain and leave a comment and you'll be entered into the next giveaway.
I want to give a big shout out to everybody hanging out in the chat. Shout out to Brian's Comics Garage. Appreciate you, brother. I saw that you were you had a little mishaps, it looks like, and that's a bummer. But holy mackerel, bro. Holy mackerel, bro. We're praying for you, brother. He says, the stroke probably saved me. They found 3 brain aneurysms, which they will be able to treat. Oh, wow. Holy cow, bro. Well, I got to come over and buy you lunch here sometime soon. He's a local guy, and I've been telling him we're going to go and get some lunch. So we're going to do that soon. I'll make sure that you're feeling up to it, though, brother. I also want to shout out to our boy Painey, all the way from the UK. He's in the chat. That I got a big package of stuff I'm sending out to him. I also got a big package of stuff in the mail, and I got a package from Mr. Cheeks, care of this guy right here. K.A. Appreciate you, brother. He went and met up with Mr. Cheeks in Atlanta and got him to sign a backing board for me that I'm going to put in with my raw copy of Static with the Lost Boys on the cover. So that was pretty fucking
Oh, that's
sweet.
sick.
Yeah.
The one you found in Baltimore?
Yep. That exact one. You got it. So, yeah.
It's still so crazy that it seems like that was yesterday. Like you walking into Baltimore and meet up with everyone, stopping at a booth, seeing a slither of the book and be like, yo, I want that book.
Yeah, book I've been looking for 10 years.
Yeah.
I've got a,
and then I found one in the collection after that.
Yeah.
Did I tell you about that?
Yeah. I got I've also got a bunch of stuff I'm shipping out. I had my first 2 eBay live sales underneath the Beyond Wednesdays brand. I did a comic sale on Sunday. I'm going to be shipping out getting all those shipped, packaged up tonight. And I have a ton of cards that I'm sending. I had a really successful card sale on Monday night. I'm going to be doing cards every Monday night going forward. So if you guys are,
Hey, do you want to hear a funny story about that?
Yep.
So I was watching your show, and you're like, "Hey, Stein, are you still here?" And I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Look at these cool reds." He had like some 71s, and I was like, "Cool." And then my daughter said something, and I kind of looked, and she started talking to me, and then I turned back around, and the auction was done, and I was like, "Did it start?" And you're like, "Oh, cool, you won," and or somebody else won. I was like, "Didn't even start. Like, what happened?" I literally just looked back there for like 10 seconds, and it was gone. I was like, "Oh, well,
Well, hey, you didn't get that chance to get it back up, to reset.
I sold a Ricky Henderson rookie in that sale. That was really nice. It was probably a PSA 7 at the least. Sold it for $50 raw.
Oh wow.
Chad, I never said 3 giveaways tonight. Hey, but I will give you guys the option. It's going to be an option giveaway. So you guys can either get the House of Stein first one, or you can get a really hot Nightwing number 109, a Dan Mora variant. So
Nice.
you guys pick, which one do you want?
I think that's going to be easy pick, my friend.
Is it?
Yeah. Yep.
Well, we'll see.
So
it's obviously the Nightwing book, duh. Not shaking.
Hey, the way those Nightwing books are selling, I mean, this one's selling for like 25 to 30. I mean, the rest of them end up selling for like $80 to $100.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, but I mean, any books you give away, they was skyrocket in price. So no matter which one you choose, it's not a bad choice.
Look, see, everybody's picking Nightwing.
Yeah.
Look,
all right, let's get into it, you guys.
Man, crazy.
Here we go. Let's start with the
artist of the year.
All right, starting off with definitely a McClay book. This is a McClay book. Drag Cartoons, issue number 1 from Miller Publications in 1963, you guys. That's a cool book right there.
What is this?
I don't know.
Exactly.
But
do you even know?
I don't know. I that's a great question. I do not know. But it looks like 70s counterculture, hot rod, cannabis, all rolled into one, right? And drag cartoons, hot rod culture, probably Big Daddy Roth, surf culture, that type of stuff, rat rods. Is there any rat rod enthusiasts in the chat tonight? That's probably what this book is right here. As a matter of fact, there was a Big Daddy Roth collection that sold last week that we talked about on the Wednesday night review show the other night with Leg, because Leg's super into that stuff and it sold really cheap. So congratulations to whoever got it.
I mean, this definitely looks like a Leg book too, as well.
Yeah.
Like I could see either one of you having his
totally
in their collection.
Yeah. What did it sell for?
CGC 9. First of all, 9.6 is crazy.
Ooh.
But a 9.6 sold for $550, which was an all-time high.
Wow, that's a pretty.
That's a book from '63.
Yeah.
I don't know. That seems kind of low for.
Isn't Peter Millar? Isn't that a clothing line?
I don't think so.
I think it is.
Is it? Might be. Maybe it's because of that. Like,
look, everybody's saying it was too cheap, but it was like it was an all-time high. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that makes sense. With its all-time high. I mean, this is the highest graded on the census too.
I would assume. I can't imagine that there's a 9.8.
Yeah.
Mark Miller's brother. Alex says, as I live in Utah, Big Daddy Roth lived here, and there's a festival for him. That's sick.
Oh, and then is Pete is Is this pronounced Millar? Miller?
Miller.
Do we know?
I don't know. That Millar thing is so weird. It's Miller.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know why. Like, I understand why they do it because we
Phonetically?
read it. Yeah, phonetically, but
Yeah.
it's Miller. So I'm just going to say Miller
I
for now.
I don't think I can say Miller.
I know. It
My
doesn't
mind.
work well with your brain.
Nope.
I'm just gonna call him Mylar.
Mylar.
Ooh, I like that.
That's funny.
It's the original
Alright.
baggy.
Moving on. A beautiful Joe cover. One of the best Joe covers ever made. G.I. Joe Real American Hero, issue number 227, the Art Appreciation variant from IDW in 2016. Nice little Napoleon Cobra Commander cover.
Shame on y'all. You know the rules. Like, we were talking about this on Near Nirvana, like, or on Long Story Short, and you're paying record high prices for these books. Like, come on now.
So anything, if you don't really know anything about the Joe books, I would say anything from probably issue 210 to
300.
Yeah, I mean, some of the later ones maybe not as much, but anything in the 210 is kind of almost like Spawn, from that same numbering, from like the early 200s to the late 200s. You know, anything Spawn in that number range is great. Same thing with G.I. Joe.
For the
like-
IDW run.
Yes, the IDW run.
Just to clarify, because there's a lot of runs.
Yeah,
But I don't think it goes into those issue numbers. But anyways,
probably not. So, but some of, I mean, like this is, I don't think this isn't like the start of a story arc. This is like part 2. I think 226 is a really big book, right? Is it 226?
Yeah,
The
and
first-
Don Moreno.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, but I agree with Brian. This is a gorgeous cover, but $70 for this. So if you see any G.I. Joe anywhere close to cover price in that run, you should have already bought them.
Mm-hmm. Agree.
but if you do find them in back issues, pick up all those RI books, those retailer
Yes.
incentives, because they're rare. Like, people didn't order 10 copies of whatever IDW, G.I. Joe book.
Nope.
Like, even
And-
if their store was picking up 7 books, they weren't ordering the extra 3 to get the 10.
No, and
I
a
mean,
lot of them were not even ordering these B covers.
Yeah.
So a lot of the B covers do really well.
And then IDW makes it really easy in the top corner box to tell if it's cover A, B, or whatever
Yep.
incentive or retailer exclusive.
Cool book. $70 raw.
Oh, we were comparing this book to the infamous Doom book. So, like, which one would you get? The one with the horse?
This
And
all
Doom.
day, every day.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. So, all right, moving on. X-Men issue number 500, the Michael Turner 1 in 30 variant. Love the Manifest Destiny storyline. This era was so good. All the great Finch covers, Turner covers, there's some good J. Scott Campbell covers. The Hope storyline is amazing. This is one of my favorite eras of X-Men comics, and I love to see this book finally getting a little bit extra love.
Yeah, set an all-time high this week. CGC 98 sold for $350.
That's sick. Good.
This one
cover.
you do not see that. Yeah, you do not see this one that often.
Mm-mm. And there's the sketch cover of this 1 in 100, I think it is, something like that. Sketch cover, pencil sketch of this. So, yeah, could you imagine if Turner was still around, what his art would look like today? Like how much better it would be. Like how do you, like, his art was so good back then. If he would have continued drawing, like, say, J. Scott Campbell, David Finch, these guys that he came up around, he didn't fall out like Platt or Joe Madureira, who kind of like took a break. They stepped back. If he would have continued, like, what his stuff today would look like would be, it's sad. We lost that artist too early, man. It sucks. But cool book. They were thick books too, if I remember correctly. The 500s were really thick.
Probably.
Yeah. All right, moving on. Ultimate Spider-Man issue number 7, the Suyon Silver variant, limited to 500. Miko Suyon is an amazing artist. He's just been. I love his OA though better than his finished art. His OA, the coloring messes up Miko Suyon's art. I'm gonna say it. His art looks so much better just black and white. The sketch, the original art.
Yeah, and this I hate this. I hate these homages like so much. I know that some of you guys love them. I hate them so much. I hated the original. I hated the McFarlane. It just
See,
I just don't like it.
I'm kind of the opposite in a sense that I love the McFarlane like issue 1, like, you know, that's forever in my childhood. But I hate that I love this homage. Like, I'm with you on that part of it. Like, I hate that there's so many homages of this cover, right? And I hate that I like this one.
Yeah.
Mark says,
I mean,
except the
but Bryan-
ones that I do, LOL. And Mark, I pulled. It's funny you say that, Mark, because on my comic sale on eBay Live the other night, I pulled a foil version of the Funny Bones homage to this, which is excellent.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wait, you were a big Spider-Man 1 homage collector too, as well.
That was my main
remember
one that I
one.
collected. I just got
So,
two played
do you feel-
out.
How do you feel about this one though?
I don't like this one.
You don't like this one?
The ones that I like the Koblish G.I. Joe special number 1. I like
Okay.
the who did the Spider-Gwen one? There was a Spider-Gwen one.
Bradshaw.
Nick Bradshaw did a really good Spider-Gwen one.
Yeah, that's
I
one
like
of my top ones,
Mark's
too.
Funny Bones one. I think that's excellent. This one is just not. It's I don't like it
I mean,
that much.
I like it in the sense that, you know, this is for Ultimate Spider-Man. You get a little bit image of like the Peter Parker in this universe, and then it's like, you know, is that dual personality thing that they're kind of going for in that Ultimate Spider-Man, because, you know, he's older and all that.
This is the old Ultimate Spider-Man. No, it isn't. It's 2024. Wow, yeah. I was thinking that this is the older one. Huh. Not too shabby for $120 raw. But it's limited to 500, so I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
But you don't see it sell very often.
So then the number must be true or close to for the 500 count.
Yeah. Mark, stick around for the Hot 10. We got some stuff to talk about. All right, moving on. Daredevil issue number 1, the Neil Adams 1 in 75 from the 2011 run. This is one of the best Neil Adams later years Neil Adams covers you'll ever see right here.
So at one point I had found the Ghost Rider, the Neil Adams Ghost Rider, which is ridiculously expensive.
Mm-hmm.
But I never found this Daredevil. But this thing sold for 800 raw.
Yep. Impossible to find Ghost, man.
You know, it's weird. I was kind of talking with Bryan this week or backstage before, and the sales of books this week and actually probably the last several weeks, there's been a couple books that have done really well, kind of like consistently across the board. But it really does feel like the books that are selling well are those Ghost books that nobody can find. And it's not that I think that they're being flooded out there. It just feels like people are okay with dropping their money on these types of books instead of the ones that everybody has.
Mm-hmm.
It's just been a weird past couple months, I would say, of sales.
Well, you know what's weird? I don't know if you saw. Did you see Wednesday night's show Stein at all?
I did not. No.
Okay, so during the market report, I found I found this this seller, and I kept on noticing like all these books being sold by this seller that are like books that I feel like I know this person, you know what I mean? And let me show you what I'm talking about here. So you can see some of these sales. It feels like we know this person. Look at all these, like the Lobos Green Lantern book. Hold on, there's more. The Vengeance #1, the Deodato, the Thunderbolts Billy Tan, the Akuna God of Thunder, all the Venom variants. Like they're all books that I feel like Flipside and us through the years, CBSI. This is somebody we know, and they look at the Winter Soldier Delato. These all I feel like I feel like they all sold pretty low considering, and he just dumped whoever this is just dumped everything. I mean, look at all these, and
Who was the seller?
I'm thinking to myself, who is this? I feel like I know this person, and I look up indie comic books. That's got to be John Z, right? Is that John Z?
No. John Z is
I wonder if that's Z's
not
brother. Is John Z
No.
indie?
No. Ozzy's in Notre Dame and
Okay.
South Bend. He's in South Bend.
Okay. Well, that's why I figured it was probably one of them, right?
But no, Z what is his, I can't remember his, but is not indie comic books.
This just felt so like it was one of us from the Flipside era that just dumped everything. You know what I mean? Look at the DC Universe Nightwing #1, 300.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I mean the Sienkiewicz Moon Knight.
Was that the Deadpool partial sketch?
Yeah, signed by Stan Lee, Liefeld, and McGinnis. I mean, this whoever this is just dumped everything. This is why I think it's John, okay? Because I bought John's 9.0 so he could get a 9.2. And I feel like it's John, dude. Look, there's the spider, this Snake Eyes Purple Rain previews, the Superior Spider-Man 2099.
I mean that's not his ID, but I guess it could be. But
it feels like it's somebody we know. That's all I'm saying. You know, like I can see a seller. I can see a seller nowadays and see the books they're selling and be like, they probably I either know them or they watch the shows. You know what I mean? Or they're in the know on the Flipperverse.
Yeah, because I definitely remember those Avenger solo books and stuff like that. I mean, I've been after one of those anyways, but yeah.
Yep. So, all right, moving on.
It's definitely someone that I at least watched.
Yes. Yeah. I digress. All right. Frozen issue #1, the second print. This is the Joe's Books cover, first appearance, and this is a tough book to get.
Yes, this one sold this week, all-time high. CGC 98 sold for 300. I don't even know how to I don't know if this is this a newsstand or do all of them have that barcode?
That's a great question. Let me look. Frozen #1. Nope, just the second print has it.
So the second print has the barcode.
Yep.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
I actually have one of the later issues of this Joe Books, and I have an actual newsstand copy of one of these Frozen books, and I don't know if I've ever actually seen a newsstand copy of a Frozen book, but I have one. Like I said, I think it's like issue 6 or something like that, 5 or 6.
Brian says they were sold out of Dollar General.
The second Prince.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah. So.
Oh, that must be an impossible 98.
Oh yeah. Mr. Roboto says that seller said it's all from a collection they bought recently. It's not from their PC. I wonder if somebody we know sold a collection.
Yeah. So Telecable says Wally's still a better story. Funny thing about Wally, there have been a bunch of Wally sales from the
both volumes
from the mostly from the Boom, or I don't know if it was Boom or Kaboom, whoever it was. Anyways, I told you guys about Wally like 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
To try and find those Wally books because they're impossible. And now they're selling for big money. So
big money.
I wonder if Rob's comics.
Probably.
Because I know he was
Frozen.
Big. Yeah, has this Frozen. Because I know he was big on like a lot of those like Disney properties and stuff like that.
So, all right. $300 9.8. Not too shabby. Tough 9.8. Moving on. I've never seen this book. Fathom the Core, issue number 1, the Michael Turner Black Friday variant, limited to 200. Wow, is that a good freaking book? Oh.
Yeah, I'd never seen this either. And it sold for an all-time high, $250 for a CGC 9.8. It is limited 200. This is gorgeous. Like,
yeah.
I'm
amazing. It's up there with that Kabuki J. Scott Campbell book that from the other week that we talked about. Like, it's a pretty damn perfect cover. I feel like a 9.8 should go for more than what it's saying.
I don't think anybody knows anything about it. I think it's one of those that you just never see it, and so you don't know that it's
so rare. It's worthless.
Yeah. I mean, I've got a bunch of books, like that, and people are like, "I've never seen that book. That's gorgeous." Well, yeah, which is why I'm not selling it. Which is why it's just sitting here with me.
Yeah.
I was watching someone's Instagram reel where they're going over the books they were about to grade, and it was actually it was Kreider. It was James Kreider, and then he was going over all the Sveta books that he was submitting for grading. And I was like, when he started pulling out some of his books, I was like, kind of like, oh, I have that book in artist proof. I have that one too in artist proof. So I got pretty excited when I saw that. I was just like, kind of like, oh, that's pretty exciting.
Yeah. Damn. $250 for that. Ooh. I'd be all over that.
I cannot yell mama because I would end up doing it like I'd end up talking like John Malkovich in Rounders with a terrible accent. Be like, mama. I wouldn't be able to say it right. So
we need that's why I need my soundboard. I'm gonna get my soundboard like Clutch.
Oh yeah, because he has one.
Yeah. Oh.
I mean, honestly, you might as well just do that then.
Yeah. Moving on. Mobius Ashcan Comics, issue number 3. These are limited to 100 copies from Star Watcher Press in 1997. Again, rare it's worthless.
Yeah. Has anybody ever heard of this? Now, obviously, you've heard of Mobius, but have you ever heard of this thing? Because I surely have not ever heard of this.
And there's 3 issues of them, at least.
Yeah.
3 ash cans.
Yeah.
That seems kind of
well, and they're called Ashcan Comics. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's what it. I don't know if it's actually called an ash can. It's just called Mobius Ashcan Comics.
Gotcha. I wonder if just all of his ash cans that he sold at cons put into one book.
Yeah, it's just very strange, but man,
I don't think I've ever seen this either. So
No. So again, 300 raw for this. There's been no sales like in the last 3 years on this thing. You have like, you don't know, is that a good price? It seems like a good price. Maybe it's not. Maybe it is. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, it seems odd.
I wonder if there's any graded, like that could also tell you some sort of indication of something, you know, that people care about this book, care enough about it to grade it, right?
Yeah. I mean, I guess, although when you see the Golden Age honorable mention tonight, that is the single only graded copy in existence. And you're going to be like, there's no way, because when you look at it, you're going to be like, anybody that has that, it should be graded.
Yep.
And so it's just one of those weird things of like, you can't even like wrap your head around what you're even trying to. Like, if I saw this in a card shop or a comic store and it had $300 price tag on it, I mean, would you just walk in and be like, oh yeah, I want that?
I've been looking for that.
I want to start calling rare books something more than rare. And I mean, like, if they're under 1,000, it's rare. If they're under 500, it's, you know, this. If they're under 250, it's this. If they're under 100, it's this. You know, I think there's a thing in the comic guides that they use, like,
I mean, the Gerber scale is pretty cool. I mean, you get an 8 on the Gerber scale, that thing is non-existent.
Yeah. Rare tier levels. Yes, exactly, Mark. And I want to start using that in our vernacular for these shows, because then it gets people realizing when somebody says something rare, you have to quantify it. Like, how rare? In my opinion, less than 1,000 is rare. But it's not super crazy rare. If it's less than 3,000, if it's 3,000, it's not very rare. Let's be honest, that's not very rare. And we go crazy for Spawn books that have orders of 10,000, you know, of 10,500, and we call those rare. Those really aren't rare, you know.
It should be like a common, uncommon, you know, stuff like that. But then like actually have like a quantified number to each of those titles.
I think there is. Let me see here. Rarity.
I mean, the problem with that is, especially when you're talking about, you know, when you go farther and farther back, like, yes, there may have been 40,000 copies at the time, but think how many of those.
But there's only X amount in existence now.
Right. Yeah. I mean, because they've been trashed and.
Oh, here we go.
You know,
this is rarity scale in comics. Ultra rare, 1 to 10 copies. Super rare, 11 to 100 copies. Rare, 100 to 1,000 copies. Low distribution, 1,000 to 10,000 copies. Common, 10,000 to 100,000 copies. Very common, 100,000 plus copies.
Oh, you know who? That sounds like shout out Recalled Comics scale.
Yeah.
Don't they use?
That's what they use. Yeah. Yep. That's what I'm looking at. Look.
Nice.
Yeah. So I mean, the thing is, I mean, so the only problem with, so you also have to quantify what the book is, because we all know that the Hughes Legion of Superheroes is not particularly rare. That issue had like 30-some thousand copies printed. It was a 1 in 10. So there's probably 3,200, 3,300 of those out there. But it's pretty rare that you go to basically any con, you don't see it for sale anywhere. Nobody sells it. You go on eBay, there might only be like 2 or 3 on eBay at any given point. So it's like,
here's your Gerber scale. So,
is it rare or is it not rare? I don't know.
Gerber scale number 1, very common, new comics. That's like modern stuff. Gerber scale number 2 is common, like 80s books. Gerber scale number 3, more than average, 70s era, 60 era books. Gerber scale number 4, that's 1,000 to 2,000 existing copies. Gerber scale number 5 is less than average, 200 to 1,000 copies. Gerber scale 6, uncommon, 50 to 200 copies. See, this is the exact opposite. It needs to this you can't do this Gerber scale. It needs to be changed. Like
Why
it
is
shouldn't
it?
go up, right? No, am
No,
I
I mean
wrong?
the bigger the number, the more scarce.
Yeah. Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
Unique, less than 5 copies. Non-existence, known to have been printed but no copies located. Very rare, 6 to 10 known copies. Rare, 11 to 20 known copies. Scarce, 21 to 50 known copies. Uncommon, 50 to 200 copies. So that's totally different than the recalled comics one.
Recalled.
So basically, Big Leg has a non-existent Sabrina copy.
Yes, he does. He does.
No.
You're right. That
He's the only
nobody knows
person
what
to
it
have
looks
one.
like.
Nobody knows what it looks like, except for
Yeah,
me.
Yes.
but yeah. So 2 people know it. Oh no, 3 people, including the artist. Oh wait,
Yes,
4,
Yes,
including
yes,
the publisher. 5, including the printer.
All right.
All right,
Next.
too many people know about this. We gotta dox it.
Next, this book had a massive sale this week. One of my favorite all-time books, one of Stein's favorite all-time books, Jurassic Park, issue number 1, the Amber Chrome Gold Foil Chromium Edition, which isn't that rare because it's 7,500 copies, but you will not find one of these.
I've never seen this I've never seen this one in person ever. I'm not sure that there really is 7,500 of them.
I agree, bro.
I can't believe that there is.
It's a top insert, you know. Do you expect to see?
It's fair.
It was probably a redemption.
Probably. Yeah, I mean, so again, supposedly there's this many out there, but a CGC 9.8 sold for $1,400, all-time high this week. And it's a book that, I mean, I was literally, I ran into a friend of mine from high school. So this came out in 93. I graduated in 92. And I think I just asked like a random question, like, what do you remember from back when I was like in high school or, early college or whatever? And they're like, you really liked Jurassic Park. Now, I don't know how in the world somebody would remember that, but that's how much I loved Jurassic Park back in the day. I would love to own this book, but I have never seen it for sale ever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How is that possible?
It's one of those weird, one of those nostalgia things. People love Jurassic Park, dude. Maybe it just stays in their collection, like Star Wars books, or
Yeah, but still, I mean, you at least see them like somewhere. But again, it's similar to the Hughes Losh book. I mean,
yeah,
nobody sells it. Everybody who has it just wants to keep it.
Yep.
Nobody wants to sell it.
Okay, so someone did ask how many copies are on the census. Any guesses for like total all-time graded?
150.
All right.
100.
136 total. And then there are 31 9/8s.
Wow.
Blue label. Or 22.
So that's
22.
22
There's
22 9/8s.
yeah, 22 9/8s. And then there's 8 signature series. So I don't know who would sign it. And then there's a green label.
A green label? Yeah, and who are the signatures by?
Green label is probably because it's handwritten on the back what number it is.
I would guess it's someone that got it signed or something like that.
No, I think the green label is because it's handwritten on the back what number it is.
Yeah, but then why would there?
Because they
started. Why would there be some?
Because they changed that over the years. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good question. How were these distributed?
I don't know. Don't know. If anybody knows, let us know in the comments in the replay.
I mean, the world's biggest Jurassic Park fans, you know, right?
Not for comics.
I'm just messing with you.
Oh, Solo. I am an antique, but I think everybody knew that I graduated in '92.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I always make the joke of like what I was doing in '92, which was I think elementary school.
Oh, I was gonna say swimming in your mom's amniotic fluid.
Yeah.
I was already birthed.
All right. That is the
Even
almost
my
10.
younger brother was born too.
Oh my gosh.
That is the almost 10, you guys. Let's get into the list. Starting off with that Golden Age book you were talking about, Stein, one of the rarest Golden Age books you're ever going to see. Snappy Mystery Stories Ashcan from 1935. The only graded copy sold at Heritage this week.
Okay, so I think it's a pulp, but I'm not 100% sure. Because it's big. I mean, look, it's like comic size. And it was 10 cents, which would put it right for the cost. I mean, most of the pulps back then were like 35 cents. This cover is ridiculous.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they got her on a spit, basically, and they're roasting her.
It's crazy. And the fact that this is literally the only graded copy in the world, and it's freaking 9.0. What is going on?
Oh, you said this was a Heritage auction, right?
Yeah,
it was a Heritage. Yes.
So Heritage got a huge pulp collection in that they were featuring at this last auction or whatever, and then you see they also had Matt Nelson doing like content with them, like where he was going through and like kind of like showcasing like a handful of the books that were going to be in in this last auction. It's a lot. It's a lot of high grade stuff too. Like I don't know what time machine this person got this from, but like yeah.
I mean, yeah, this thing is now 90 years old. I mean, it's. Anyways, this thing sold for $66,000. This is crazy. This is just crazy.
That is nuts.
I can't even I'm hoping, Mark, if you're gonna do an homage to something like this.
JB says only one copy is known to exist of this rare ashcan, which preceded the launch of Spicy Mystery Stories the following month.
So it went from spicy to snappy, or snappy to spicy.
Yeah, snappy to spicy. Yeah, that's nuts, dude.
Yeah, find some of these old pulps, and man, can you imagine I mean, think of the way these were produced today.
Oh yeah.
My
yeah.
gosh.
Yeah, totally. That's wicked. Damn cool. All right. Our regular honorable mention this week. Infernal Girl Red, Book 2, Issue number 1, the Tom Whalen 1 in 25. Kind of a sneaky one that came out this week.
Yeah, it's very strange. It's a lot of words for an issue. Selling for like 30 if you can find it. I'm not sure. Like, if you're looking at this, I would have thought this was a Power Rangers book, right?
See, I know about this kind of because I guess it's Radiant Black related.
Mm-hmm.
Is that accurate?
I think so. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So, and then I remember when that book first came out, and I was like, "Oh, it's just a Power Rangers thing, ripoff or whatever." And then, like, all the people that read that book were like kind of like, no, it's not. Read the book, and you'll find out it. And I'm like, I don't care to jump into this like multiple book universe thing that.
Flameburn Comics has got a perfect comment. He says it looks like a Trapper Keeper.
Oh, awesome! It does.
Oh man, that's funny. So, if anybody's reading this, let us know. But I think this is probably just a cover buy, or how many people ended up buying, or how many people ended up ordering 25 plus copies of it, that type of thing. So, all right. Number 10 this week. I freaking love this cover. Venom issue 252, the RB Silva homage virgin variant at a 1:100 ratio. There was a couple really good covers. The Corey Smith open order cover was awesome. This cover was awesome. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see where this goes. An all new Venom host. So
you do like this?
I like this cover, dude. I like it. It reminds me a little bit of Arthur Sidem.
Yeah, I can see that.
Mm-hmm. And I'm a Sidem fan. I don't like how he screwed me over on a sketch, but I like his art. I will say that. So if it reminds me of Sidem, I'm probably gonna like it. And I love the way this character looks. I love the big, huge Venom, bulky character with the red and blue design, but the Venom like big spider. I think that's super cool. Yeah. And the character is supposedly a Peter Parker's son or grandson from a different universe or something like that. So, yeah. No, it's not Mary Jane. It's a new host, a new, all new Venom origin in this one. Eddie Parker. Thank you, Tim. Eddie Parker.
So Stein, this is like the first, number one book to buy of the year for you.
This,
right?
No.
And the Miko seal too, right?
No. No.
110 for a 1 in 100. It's kind of crazy because there were a lot of really good 1 in 100 covers that came out this week, but they aren't selling for much, and that I know that we catch a lot of heat for saying like it feels like they've got to be selling for at least over the ratio amount to get on the list, because people are like, oh, the ratio is different now with prices and everything. I don't know, man. Seeing a 1 in 100 only sell for $60, it's kind of hard to say it's hot, right?
I
well,
agree.
I mean, it also doesn't help that if you have a trade version of this as well.
Yes.
Like
for $2 or for $6 or whatever.
Yeah. So, I mean, why would you pay for something that has like less work on it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like paying people like for not having tattoos or something like that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Liger, we actually did talk about that book, but it did not make it.
Yep. The Fan Yang did not make it. The J. Scott Campbell did not make it. There's a couple 1 in 100s that didn't make it, so they just aren't that hot. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to cue in on something really quick.
This cool book.
Uh-oh.
I'll show you how cool it is. If you are in here, you better save me as a seller, please. All right? You better save me as a seller. This is going to go off for just a few pennies, okay? I got the Secret Wars 8. I've been advertising this, guys. You'll see it's a clean 9.8, right? I believe I pressed it, to tell you the truth. Secret Wars number 8 from 1984. It has the label, and by the way, believe it or not, I don't know if it should or not, that actually makes it go up in value. You sell for about 50 more right there. You can't stop now. I got 123 because everybody knows I'm going to run this thing. So, I'll tell you what. So I got starting price 1 cent, duration 2 seconds. The auction is not extended. If somehow this thing blows up and I mess up, how the hell do you guys know this is going to go? I don't really. Yeah, I didn't want to stop running auctions, but I've done good. You guys have been great. I made some money tonight. So I'm gonna save this. This is auction 122. I haven't done this before. So if I have this set up right, are you live on House of Stein? Hell yeah! Shout out to all my boys. Top 10. By the way, okay, we got enough people on here. So first off, follow House of Stein. I should go get his variants right now, right? You know what? Screw this. I got enough watchers. Give me one, literally 1 second.
This is why you guys love the House of Stein. This is why you guys love Beyond Wednesday's crew. This is the fun stuff that we do and we bring to you guys. So if you guys are watching this, this is live right now.
Guys,
get in on the sale.
YouTube, you're crazy. He's got these Betty and Veronica variants that are going right there. I won. I got his 9.8 going right there. Shout out to my House of Stein edition, Sabrina right there. I know I'm live on there. Mark Spears in the house too. Hell yeah, dude. No, it didn't run yet. I'm just giving House of Stein a shout out. I'm live on YouTube as well, apparently. So shout out to House of Stein. Hey guys, Mark Spears is in the chat, guys. Hey Mark, I sold a couple of your books. They went really well too. Shout out to Mark Spears, guys. Please watch my show, youtube.com/Beyond Wednesdays, guys. Look at that billboard. Look at that billboard. All right, guys, we got Mark Spears watching this. So if I did this right, please tell me I did this right. If I screwed this up, I have to start over. I don't think I did.
It's gonna
1
be an
second's gonna
epic
go
fail.
for 2 seconds. Get your fingers ready. Okay? I'm gonna count down from 13 because I like that number. There's 13 unholy grails. So let's get it going. So 13, 12. There won't be a max bid. You can't. It's a
So Yee, I'm just
it's
gonna
a
be
2
clicking
second
the
hard
button,
stop,
right?
guys.
Yep,
So
on your
just start
phone.
hitting bid.
Yep.
It's 1 second bid that goes up by one. Mark, I hope you win, buddy. So let's get it going. 13, 12, 11,
Brett says this
10,
is so meta.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
How you know? Who won it?
Garage Goods at 11 cents.
My birthday twin.
Garage Goods won at 11 cents.
11 cents.
Holy crap. How
The
many
problem
bids
is
did
that
we
you have
get?
to slide it. You can't just hit it.
210 bids. In
210
2
bids in 2 seconds.
210 bids in 2 seconds,
That's
guys.
awesome.
Holy crap. Rodman Bliff. Wow, that is freaking wild. Dude.
It just told me
Dude,
you were
that
not
is,
the highest bidder.
That is wild.
That's all I saw.
That is wild.
I'm pressing it. It's saying slide to the
But
right.
he's
I'm
been
like,
here
what
the
is
whole
going
show.
on?
He spent a lot of money. He's
were you on your
comes on my
phone?
shows.
Yeah.
All right, well,
I did it
hey,
on my computer.
I hope you guys saved
It
me
was
as
a
a
push.
seller. That was fun. Shout out. I'm in Southern California. I'm in the high desert.
So
I'm on
there
the way
we
to
go,
Vegas.
you guys. Shout out to our
So
boy
that's
Big
what's
Leg.
going on.
Make sure you guys
yeah,
go
so anyway,
give him a
dude, I don't know
follow.
how that happened, but we got
Big Leg,
210
2Gs.
bids.
2Gs, bigleg.com, Big Leg on eBay Live, Big Leg everywhere. 2Gs, BIGGLEGG. All right, let's get back into the list. At number 9 this week, here it is, Yee. Nightwing 130, the pumpkin spicy variant, is back. The beefcake covers continue to sell well. I wish, I'm so mad that I did not buy in on these. I should have known.
I mean, it's like a history repeats itself now at this point. Like,
Yep.
I mean, you're not buying it because you like the art or you prefer this or whatever. You're buying it because someone else is gonna pay like some stupid amount. It's just like the same thing as like when the 1 in 25 second prints came in the market, right? Like you either loved it or you hated it, but then like not enough people were ordering them, and so the demand was still higher than like the supply that was out there. It's the same. I feel like it's the same principle.
These were open order variants, you guys. Open order.
It's now $100 raw. $100.
I know there's people that are sitting on like stacks of these. There's people out there that bought like 5 at a time. I guarantee it. And they're so happy right now. So happy.
I had one. I had one of these. I sold it on the one Whatnot show that I did.
What did it sell for?
I'm not kidding.
What did it sell for? Like $5?
Like $12. And I was like, that's fine. I was like, it was like a $30 book there. I'm like, cool, somebody got a good deal. Now it's $100.
But did you pay $30 for it? Probably not.
Oh, man. Doc Joe says,
Ooh,
remember when we
Philly.
hadn't seen this? Ah, good times.
Philly. Oh man, you could send a guy like this to do some of my housework. My wife would probably really like that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. $100 raw. There you guys go. At number 8 this week. This one's interesting. Batman, Mask of the Phantasm. Now there are a bunch of variants to this. There's a different cover. There is a one that they gave away with the VHS. There is a newsstand, I think of it. There's one with the Batman logo. The regular has the newsstand barcode. So there's one of these that have a Batman logo on it. Remember I was telling you guys about those logo books? Those are becoming a thing. This is getting hot because there are rumors that what's her name?
Scarlett Johansson.
Scarlett Johansson, is going to be playing Phantasm in the new Batman movie, number 2.
But that's a rumor, right? Like it's I don't know how founded it is because like
you know how people get about rumors and
yeah, I mean I get that. Like yeah, I mean if you have it, sell it, whatever. I know a lot of people are keeping it because of nostalgia purposes. Because I mean, there's a lot of people trying to debunk that rumor already because this isn't supposed to be based off of the Court of Owls.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, is that
it would
even
be cool for her to play the leader of the Owls? Because wasn't the leader of the Owls female, if I remember correctly, in that series? Wasn't it like one of the leaders of the Court of Owls? Wasn't she a female? I could be wrong.
Right. So I mean,
Marcus says she's cast. Role not disclosed.
There we go.
Right, exactly. So that's where people are just like trying to make up, like figure out what the role is that she's playing, and what should be something stupid where she's just like a cameo in it or something. No,
Yeah, right. Yeah.
She's like the narrator.
Well, $25 to $30 raw for this book right now. So, such a cool original movie too. Just really good.
Netflix might cast ScarJo as Batperson.
Yeah.
That's funny.
All right, here we go. Number 7 this week. Sally Forth, issue number 8. The famous Adam Hughes cover had a bunch of sales this week out of nowhere. Like made me think, what is going on? Is there something announced here? You usually don't see this book come up for sale very often at all. Let alone 3 sales in a week or three go up in a week.
Yeah, and the CGC 9.6 sale at $640 is an all-time high for not a CGC 9.6.
So there was also 2 raw sales, one raw for $600 and another for $350. So
I'm blaming Long Short.
This was on Long Short this week?
It wasn't this week, but it was within the last month.
Okay. I can see it then.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm blaming Long Short.
Mama!
That's awesome.
I love this book. Such a good book. All right, moving on. Number 6 this week, Vampirella, issue number 7, the Selena 1 in 10 variant, which is interesting because it looks like the trade dress, which is the 1 in 10, is doing better than the Virgin 1 in 20 of this book.
Yeah, what's kind of odd about the trade dress on this is the names make it look like it's a landscape.
Yes.
But then the title is portrait. So
You're
it's kind of
right.
I don't know which way it's supposed to go, but
yeah, I feel like they messed that up a little bit.
But I also thought it was a photo cover, but it's not a photo cover.
Yeah, when I first saw this, I thought it was a cosplay cover.
That's funny.
I was like, what the fuck? It's a great cover. Excellent.
Yeah.
Really good. I don't know much about this artist. You guys know much about this artist, Selena?
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna have to check it out. But
Didn't she die in a plane crash or something like that?
no, she got killed by her
Her
secretary.
manager.
Boyfriend,
manager.
Yeah. Or it wasn't manager. It was like president of their fan club.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was something weird too, where she was like embezzling money from the fan club
Yeah.
or something like that. And then when she was confronted, then I think she was confronted by Selena, and then like she pulled out a gun on her or something like that.
Yep.
I remember that because it was a huge deal in Texas. So
The left heel. That's one of the 10 things that you can find in your butt.
It's nice to I love the Vampirella trade dress. I think it looks so badass.
oh, can I ruin this cover for everyone?
No.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
Like the way that she's positioned, like for some reason, like I'm hearing like Creed in my head, like with arms wide open. I think I just killed Stein.
Creed. Wow. That is not where I thought you were going with that one.
Sorry. I told you I'm gonna ruin the cover for everyone now.
All right, number 5.
So hopefully
this
you have
week.
the song stuck in your head now.
Yeah. All right, this is interesting. Mark's in the chat. Mark Spears' Night of the Living Dead variants were selling like crazy on the secondary market this last week. Tons of sales of these variants, like a ridiculous amount sold. It makes me wonder. Me and Stein were like, is there some type of like event going on? Maybe where all these actors are getting together and they're going to be signing books or something, because a ton of these sold on the secondary market.
How many different ones are there?
There's 7, I think.
Of the Night of the Living Dead, specifically.
There's 8.
Or just like
there's 7.
covers.
There's 8. Sorry, there's 8. I think there's 8.
There's 8 of them. Okay,
Yeah.
so 8 of them, and there was what, 350,000?
Yeah, these
bags?
are 1 in 700s to get in the bags. 9 total. 9 total, says Mark.
So 5,000.
There's 500 made of
9.
each.
Yeah, so that would be like 450, 500.
Yeah. And they're selling for $35 to $75 a piece.
I mean, we kind of had this conversation with Mark, like it's like trading cards, like as people try to complete sets, like some of the rarer books, people will put them up.
You know what I think's happening? I think because our number 4 book of the week came out, Mark Spears' Monster and the Wolf Kickstarter editions, people started putting their books up, and it's causing a resurgence in people looking at Mark's other books. And I think a lot of people are buying, like you said, Yee, once people are like, oh, okay, the new Kickstarter's out. I'm going to look for Mark's Kickstarter books on eBay. Oh, here's all these other Mark's books that are popping up. And all of the Monster and the Wolf Kickstarter books are selling for $100 plus, but there's some in there that are selling for a ton. Specifically this one, the Crime Suspense Stories homage. The metal is selling for like 500 plus. It's crazy. There's only 77 of these medals, and I think I saw like 4 or 5 sold in the last 2 days. But all of the Kickstarter Monster and the Wolf books are selling for a lot, $100 plus up to 700 plus. So,
what I'm also thinking is too, like, right, that Mark is like, people are receiving their new Kickstarter item, right, And if they don't know the full title, I feel like people are just generally searching Mark Spears Kickstarter, and then so everything's gonna pop up. So it's kind of like the smart time to also like, if you're
Put your other Mark
wanting-
books up.
yeah, if you're willing to part with some of your Mark collection from the original Kickstarters or even older Kickstarter stuff, like that's the time to kind of list that stuff on eBay or right before it, right?
So-
because then, I mean, because I'm assuming it's fans still.
Oh,
that,
yeah.
that are. Yeah.
Mark just said that this was a $50 book, this specific one on screen, and now it's selling for $500 to $1,000 a piece. $50
Wow.
buy-in on that book. It's nuts.
Nice.
Yeah. So big, we could have went and put a bunch of the books on the list. They would just been all of the list. We're gonna give Mark the cover price once he gets all 10 in the cover price. That's for cover price to put all of Mark's books as 1 through 10, right? So, but we figure the Night of the Living Dead stuff blew me away. I mean, to see all of these sold, the amount sold was crazy. There are a ton of them, and it's just like we're talking about. People are now looking on the secondary market for the Monster and the Wolf Kickstarter and the Kickstarter card set, which is showing up at people's doors. So I'm sure it's bringing up these other things. And they went, oh, Mark did Night of the Living Dead art? Oh, we got to get that, So number 5
there's
and
9 of
number
them?
4 this week.
I need to get the whole set.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Well, and then you can also tell if it's a slow week or not. If it's a slow week, then we'll put all of Mark's books as all 10 books.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, here's the
I'm
thing.
just joking.
It was a slow week this week. This week was a tough week for comic books. It was a little bit interesting to see books that we thought would be on the list not show up on the list that were new books this week. So I know me and Stein were talking about that pretty heavy. All right, let's get into the top 3 books this week. Number 3 this week, Danger Girl Revolver from 2012 IDW. J. Scott Campbell cover. This is the Jetpack Comics Virgin variant, which this is not a Campbell book you don't hear talked about very often.
No, but again, it's one of those that you just don't see for sale. You can find it for sale online, but in person, you're not going to walk into your local comic shop and this book just be sitting on a wall somewhere. It's not going to happen. But all-time high this week, CGC 98 sold for $600. You could have bought this like a year ago for a 98 for like less than $200. Now raws are $200 for this.
Wow.
I'm blaming Longshort and Joe.
There you go. We just blame those two.
I mean,
for everything.
those are the I mean, they are the culprits behind a lot of books that rise.
Yeah.
I agree, Brett. Danger Girl does have some of my favorite covers too. I probably need Talked Off the Ledge. I have the Smoking Gun cover in a 9.8. There is the platinum version as a 9.8 listed right now, and I want it because I will never be able to afford the ruby red.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
But I want the platinum, and there's not that many 9.8s, and there is one listed right now, and I'm fighting myself to not buy it.
Well, I feel like here, you want discouragement from buying it? If you buy it, you're gonna want the ruby red then to complete your set.
Oh my gosh. I've never even seen the ruby red for sale.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, you know what I mean? I feel like you're one of those type of collectors that it'll drive you insane that you don't.
It would drive me insane because that's the one that everybody would want.
Did it just sell? You probably just
did it really?
sold.
No, did it really?
Oh, someone in the chat's joking or messing with
Yeah.
you. I don't know. Are you? You didn't say what platform it was selling for. But we are talking to an audience of 163 people, so it wouldn't surprise me. And then they're just gonna
probably what 70% are Campbell collectors.
Yep.
yeah, so they're just gonna flaunt it in front of you and Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Snooze you
We'll,
lose.
we'll see. We'll see who has the biggest balls of them all in the audience.
To say that they bought it.
Yeah, to say they bought it, or yeah.
Well,
Like,
see,
make sure to tag Stein and Joe in it if you do buy it.
See, so the thing is so I've been looking at I've been trying to find a 9.8 copy of that book for about 4 years, because about 4 years ago, I somehow stumbled upon the platinum, and I was like, oh, the last 9.8 platinum sold for like $400. That seems ridiculously cheap. And I never saw it for sale since. You saw the Ruby Red at an LCS.
Wow.
That's like what, limited to what, 100? Is that what it is?
It's very
Something like
rare.
that.
Yeah.
I'd be very curious to see what a 9.8 of that would actually sell for in the open market today.
20K?
Yeah, I would think 20K is.
Do you
It's
think
one of the
it'd go
most
higher than that?
iconic J. Scott Campbell covers there is. Like there is J. Scott Campbell covers out there that there's only 100 copies printed that don't sell for a ton of money. But that cover is like, when some people, when J. Scott Campbell pops in their head, they see that cover. That's how big it is.
Let me see what the last. I don't know what the last one actually sold for. Let's see here. Danger Girl, issue number 2. Okay, so the last Ruby Red sold in 2022 as a 9.8 for $7,000.
Ooh, and that's in the height of the craziness too, and it's a modern book. So,
yes.
Do you think it would meet that same price, or do you think it would go up from there?
I think it would be higher. I think if somebody listed right now, they could probably get 10 to 15 for it. I mean,
yeah, I mean, the market did change too from that, because during that time period, like, people were paying upwards of like just like key books, right? And then as we grew on, as the market kept on changing, like, we got to that time period of where like rare and whatever you want to call that, like ghost books or hard to find books, started like taking over the market a little bit more. But it's that delicate balance between like a known rare book versus like so rare it's worthless. Like, I feel like there's a tightrope between those two.
How many copies of these are there? There's 1,000 of the platinum, 4,000 of the regular.
Yeah, I feel like of the Ruby Red, there's like 100.
Yeah. There's 16 9/8, says Tim. What up, Lord Zero?
Yeah.
Seller watching this show.
I mean, I love my regular one. I bought the regular one a long, long time ago.
Is it
and
Three
I got
Rivers
it for
Comics that's selling it, Stein?
No, it's not.
The platinum?
No, because he said, well, he just turned down 800.
Oh, okay.
Like, meaning he sent an offer.
Oh, he sent
but don't
forget.
Yeah, but and then audience, don't forget that if you set a minimum offer, it'll automatically decline whatever lowball offers that that has.
That's cool. Well, rare Campbell books, man. You gotta keep your eyes on those. A lot so worthless, so rare they're worthless for some of those books, but that's not one of them. That is definitely not one of them. So 1 of 400 on the Ruby. So 400 of the Ruby. But all right, here we go. Number 2 this week. We're gonna get into interesting territory now. Absolute Batman, issue number 1, the blank variant, selling for $100 plus raw. Now, here's where we get into a little drama alert territory. Last week, we were talking about how crazy the sales were on Absolute Batman number 1 throughout multiple shows on the platform. And Big Clutch brought up a very interesting thing. Big Clutch said, I'm hearing people are taking off the outer covers of the variants because there are inner covers on the inside of the regular book, of the A cover. And next thing you know, Bleeding Cool writes an article. I see an article on Bleeding Cool a couple days later about that. And this is when Stein told me that the Absolute Batman blanks are selling for $100 plus. I instantly thought to myself, all those variants are going to start selling for $100 plus if that's the reason why it's happening, because people are taking off the covers. But Stein, you brought up a really good point that only people that are pressing or doing this would know.
Yeah, I mean, it just seems to me, so if you've got a cover and then you've got another cover on top of it, when you put that staple in, if you pull that outer cover off, that staple is going to be raised. It's not going to be all the way down onto the book. I can't believe that would, and it just seems it does not seem right. It just seems, I mean, I love the A cover, but would I sacrifice? I don't know. All I know is if that really is what people are doing,
How are they
it's
gonna be
somehow
graded?
getting by, and somehow getting by the graders. Okay, whatever. But think how, I mean, if people actually are doing that, think how rare this blank cover is actually going to be. I mean,
well, it brings up another great point, and somebody said it in the chat. Tim Brandt, who's a Unholy Grail owner, he says the white covers of the Monster Glow in the Dark books too, and that's a great point. I don't know if Mark ever thought about that, because I would have never thought about it. That in order to pull that cover off, you're messing. You could be hurting the staples. So the only reason to have that cover on those glow in the dark books was to protect the actual cover. So they're meant to be taken off. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I mean, in that case, though, that's slightly different compared to a ripping off a blank cover, right? Because like the blank cover is going to be like a cardstock versus like the protective cover that you see on like the glow in the darks. You also see it on like foil covers too from certain publishers, like I know, or certain retailers,
Zenescope,
right?
Yeah.
I mean, I know like Fan Expo exclusives, they were doing that for a while too.
Yeah. And you're
And
right.
then,
Mark responded, Yee, saying the white paper is so thin and it's meant to be ripped off. And that's the thing with those, that was the point of it. So is
yeah.
CGC going to notice that on the glow in the dark books and go, there's going to be some things that happen because of this. If CGC starts saying, well, we pay attention to that now because so many people were ripping the covers off, well, does that mean that they're going to ding ones that were meant to be ripped off? Or they're not? Like, what is the play in that,
Well, and then I know like Marvel for a while, what they were doing was that even though they were putting that second cover, or they had the A cover underneath the blank cover, the A cover would be the one like with a missing barcode or something like that, where that wasn't printed on, to just to make some sort of difference. But then the problem with that also was that CGC was even missing like grading like some of those copies. I mean, like I made a trade with someone and then they sent me Champions 1 without the barcode on it. I was like, hey man, like I hit up that person. I was like, hey, this Champions 1 you sent me, it doesn't have its barcode. I was like, more than likely this is ripped off from a blank cover.
Yeah, but the covers underneath these, it's the normal cover.
Oh,
It has the barcode on it.
It has a barcode on it, and it has the same code.
Yeah, because that's what they do to save money, right? Instead of printing the guts with and then putting each cover on, they just print the guts with the A cover, so they can just print a ton of the A covers, and then they don't have to change anything, you know. So, yeah, interesting. We'll see how it plays out.
I mean, technically, it's a different cover, so I think they should, they shouldn't have, have it set up so you can do like some fuckery afoot stuff.
Yeah. Well, listen, this is going to continue because at number 1 this week, Absolute Batman is back on the list with CGC 9/8 going up in price, almost doubling in price, right, Stein? Maybe not doubling.
Yeah, I mean, a lot. I mean, they were like 250 to 300. Now they're like 350 to 400. This reminds me of, maybe not to the extreme, but it reminds me of Batman #1 from the New 52, when it was like it was a $300 9/8, like, and people just paid it like over and over, and so many copies sold. And then just over time, while people still do want that cover, it's not a $300 book anymore. It's, $125 book.
The heat was so huge on that set, Stein, that even I was putting together like sets of 1 through 40. I would just buy any Batman New 52 book, 1 through 40 or whatever it ran to. I would just buy to put together sets, thinking, because sets were selling for ridiculous amounts, even,
No.
So, I mean, while it's cool, and I did not buy a copy of this, which I should have, but I did. It's not that I want to say caution anybody spending $350. I mean, you can do what you want to with your money. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I mean, I'm sitting there thinking about buying a Danger Girl cover that's 3 times that. So, whatever. I mean, come on.
Whatever gets your dopamine hit, right?
Yeah, right. But just realize that there are a lot of these out there. I mean, a lot of these. So just don't necessarily get caught up in the hype, I guess.
A lot. Mark's in the chat, he says there were 280,000 print run total of all covers when it came out. 280,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, but this is what happens when you have Snyder working on Batman. After he took a hiatus from doing Batman stuff, right?
And
I mean, it was like
what
a year?
it is? It's also Dragotta. You remember how many of us were like, when the art was first shown, everybody's like, "Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this." But there were some of us that were like, "You know what? This looks so different, and it's such a different style. I like it." And I think that because the style is so different, that's also pushing it. You know what I mean? Like the Dragotta style is something people really, really like because it's so anime, manga, like stylized.
I mean, it's that like perfect formula kind of situation too that they've landed on, right? That it's familiar characters, but it's also different enough to keep it interesting for people to like want to like pick up the next issue and see what happens, instead of just like kind of like going in a complete different directions with familiar characters. It's still like within, I guess, the Batman elements that everyone kind of knows.
It's an amazing series so far. Up to issue 14, It's been just great. Like really freaking good. I didn't like the annual, but the rest of it's been, spot on. Awesome.
Most people don't like annual.
I
No, I'm
love
just
I love
joking.
I love the annuals back in the 90s when they were like Elseworlds, and they were like really, really interesting stories back then. But
Yeah. Well, Dragotta has that style that also is very similar to like Daniel Warren Johnson, and that style is really big right now. Like, so, but there you go. Very interesting week in comics this week. Tough. Not a lot of sales, which was interesting. Not a lot of new book sales, and I imagine over the next couple of weeks it's going to continue. But guess what, you guys? We've got 12 days until the winter blind bags for Monsters comes out, and that's going to be crazy. I can't freaking wait for that. I'm so excited and stoked. And yeah, we have. Did you guys see the videos of those by any chance? Did you see those, Stein?
of what?
Check this out. These are the Monsters 8 blind bags for winter being put in the blind bags. And look how they changed it up. Check this out. They did at the printer what we talked about, where they make stacks. Instead of just putting stack of the same book in, they're making stacks of a bunch of different books. So these are all the same book, you can see. And they make a stack where they go and grab like one of each, and they'll do it on random, and they'll put those stacks on the thing. So you can see these stacks are going to go on the bagging machine. They're all different. So they're actually making
The collation's done before
Yes.
it even gets into the bag. Instead of trying to like just mix up random bags, like yeah, that's smart.
I hope that's what
This
they're
is smart.
doing. I really hope that's what they're doing. So we'll find out. That's what it looked like. I'm not. We're not 100% sure, but from what we see in this, it looks a little bit better. But look how great all these covers are that are going to be in those winter blind bags. Oh, I'm so excited.
I just paid for mine, so I'm getting 100 of those.
And check this out. There's a Krampus, 25 Days of Krampus Grail going in there. What are we calling those, Mark? What is everybody calling the winter grails? We know there's one of them going to be in the Dungeons and Dragons homage cover.
The Unholy Night grill tickets. That would be awesome.
That's funny.
I mean, that's what I'm going to start calling it.
The 25 Days of Krampus books is what they're called.
Okay. Well, okay.
So we're going to
use it next year. Unholy Night next year.
So we're going to do everybody that gets any of the blind bags, anything cool that you pull, take a picture of it and tag us in it, tag Mark, tag Beyond Wednesdays in it, and use the hashtag 25 Days of Krampus. And because we want to see everything that you guys get, and we're going to talk about it on all the shows. If you guys tag us in your social media posts and put hashtag 25 Days of Krampus, we'll talk about it on the shows, because these winter bags have so much in them. It's unreal. There's more grails. There's more cool hits. There's sketch covers. There's sign books. There's 1 in 14,000 books. The hits on this are crazy. Less covers, but every single cover is a 10. Like really good covers. So this is going to be a lot of fun, and that is 12 days away for the Unholy Grail stuff. So
Nice.
Or the winter blind bags.
My bad.
Hey, if you're still in the chat, I am gonna still give that book away. And then I put a comment up there. To win, you have to comment. But if your comment that wins is OH, because the Buckeyes took care of everything last week, and then they've got the Big Ten championship tomorrow. So if your comment is OH, I'll get you I'll give you both.
So here we go.
Oh,
You got.
you don't see the comment. You don't see the comment. It just says the username. By the way.
You've got.
Oh, you don't?
Yeah. You
Well,
don't
I'll
get to see.
find. Really? That's lame.
Yeah, it just says the username.
Well, you guys
Sorry,
have
the
got
pressure
a minute to go. We're gonna give you a minute while we bullshit here. So put a comment in the live chat for the giveaway.
Oh, Mark. Oh no. No. See, my old boss is from Tuscaloosa, and a guy on my team is in Mobile, and so I have to. When they lost to Florida State, I mean, I just had to just rip them a new one. So I cannot root for. I cannot root for them. Even against Georgia, I can't. I'm sorry. I love you, but sorry. Nobody likes Bama.
I think
Yeah,
Leg's a
nobody
Bama guy. He's a Bama fan, or he used to be.
How?
Well, he's a UCLA guy, but I think his ex was a big Bama person, so they would always go to Alabama games. Yeah, so maybe he hates him now. I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So when you're doing the StreamYard giveaway, like you can type out a phrase for people to type out to enter, or if you leave it blank, then it's whatever they type. But then it just randomizes the person's name. It doesn't show like what their comment was.
Well, that's okay. All these people have said OH, which
We'll
is
go
kind of
check.
like-
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll check it.
All right, here we go. The winner is.
And this is for the Dan Mora, which is what you guys said you wanted.
Oh, I thought the winner chose.
No, they
Oh, we
said
could
they
do that
wanted
too.
Dan Mora. Matt C4086.
He said, I want to see Mark type out OH.
So there we go.
Hey,
he
we-
did type OH. He
Yeah,
did
he
type
did,
OH.
yeah.
He did.
So
All
Matt
right.
C, there you go, brother. Congratulations.
I like it.
Mark says LOL.
He did type in OH earlier too. So yeah,
Nice.
hit me up on Instagram. You will get both of these. So you're getting like
Oh wow! You don't even have to
You
choose. You get both.
yeah, you're getting them both. So it's like you just won like $80. So good for you.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Or more. Actually, I saw one of these sold for 100 on eBay. So
Did it really?
Yeah, that's a rare book, bro.
Dude,
Rare
I'm
book.
glad I have two.
Ultra rare. You guys, if you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. It's free, and we really appreciate it. If you like the show tonight, you enjoyed the content, hit the thumbs up, hit the like. If you enjoy all of our shows, come hang out with us tomorrow night, Modern Comic Mayhem. And we got a lot of fun stuff to talk about over the next couple weeks through the Christmas season. So much love, you
What does
guys.
that mean?
Yeah.
that's OHIO.
OHIO.
HIO.
Oh, I thought you were doing
YMCA.
the YMs.
Nope.
So good
The
stuff.
Burns, hey, Todd, the Burn Sabrina book is in Leg's hands.
Yep.
He
Yep.
won that in the so
The
ask him.
rarest Stein book.
It's whatever he wants to put on it.
Yep. That's a $1,000 book right there, or more. I put it up for 10 grand if I was him.
Dude,
All
I
right.
would put it up for $1 million on eBay just so people would go to my eBay store.
All right, you guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow night, Modern Comic Mayhem. I got to go get to packaging up some more books and cards. Stein, what do you say?
See ya.
All right, for our Golden Age honorable mention, a one-off book pulp from 1935, Snappy Mystery Stories Ashcan #1. The only known copy of this book, graded a 9.0, sold for $66,000 at Heritage this week. This has got a crazy backstory. If you know about it, go check it out. Pretty nuts. That being said, That's a rare book. Our regular honorable mention, Infernal Girl Red, Book 2, issue number 1, the Tom Whalen, 1 in 25. This is a new book out this week. Raw's selling for $30 plus on the secondary market. Number 10 this week, Venom, issue number 252, the R.B. Silva homage Virgin 1 in 100 variant. A new origin, a new Venom host. Really cool design. Looking forward to this one. At least it's not Mary Jane. This one is selling for $110 raw on the secondary market. And number 9, the beefcake continues. Nightwing issue 130, the Kevin Wada pumpkin spicy variant, is now selling for $100 plus raw on the secondary market, and I love it. Number 8 this week, Batman Mask of the Phantasm. The old school animated movie, such a great movie from back in the day. Love the animated series. This has a bunch of variants out there, so go look into it. But this is the regular A cover, you could say, selling for $25 to $30 plus on the secondary market, with rumors of Scarlett Johansson maybe playing this character in the new Matt Reeves Batman 2 movie. At number 7, Sally Forth, issue number 8, the classic Adam Hughes cover. This book is always a hot book, never not been a hot book, but it's one of those books that is so good that people hold on to it and usually don't sell it. So you see it for sale maybe twice, 3 times a year. There was 3 sales this week. A huge sale for a 9.6, an all-time high, I believe, at 9.6, $640. A raw sale of $600 and another raw sale of $350 for this book. At number 6, Vampirella, issue number 7, the Selena 1 in 10 variant, out this week. There is a 1 in 20 version of this, but this one seems to be selling the most copies, raw for $15 to $20 on the secondary market. At number 5, this one kind of blew me away. Mark Spears' Monsters and the Wolf blind bag had a very special variant in it, the Night of the Living Dead variants. These were 1 in 700 blind bags. There was only 500 of each made, and there was a ton of sales on the secondary market of these variants this last week. I mean, a lot. And they're selling anywhere from $35 to $75 a piece raw. People love these covers. They love this IP, this series. They love Mark's art even more, and the condition or the whatever they use to make these covers, the cardstock, absolutely awesome. Just great cardstock for comics, and they came out great. So that probably helps the secondary market sales. So be on the lookout for these rare Night of the Living Dead variants. And at number 4, maybe this is why they were selling so much, because people are realizing they're out there with everybody looking for the Mark Spears Monsters and the Wolf Kickstarter books that are now starting to show up on the secondary market, selling anywhere from $100 to $1,000 for single issues. Specifically, one that a lot of people are going after right now is this book, the Crime Suspense Stories homage, The Metal, limited to 77 copies, selling for $500 to $1,000. All of the Kickstarter books are selling well right now, like they should. At number 3 this week, a book you don't see very often, if at all, Danger Girl Revolver, issue number 1, the Jetpack Comics Virgin variant by J. Scott Campbell. A CGC 9.8 sale of $600 was an all-time high. There were also raw sales as much as $200 on this book lately. Very, very rare book. Brought up some great discussion earlier in the show about J. Scott Campbell and Danger Girl. If you're haven't seen it, go check it out. Rewind a little bit. At number 2 this week, Absolute Batman issue number 1, the blank variant, selling for $100 plus raw on the secondary market. A lot of people are saying that they think this is happening because people are pulling off the outer cover to show the interior cover of the A Dragotta, which is selling for a ton, because it's our number 1 book of the week as well. CGC 9.8's now selling for $350 to $400. They're almost doubled in price over the last couple weeks, and if you're going to start seeing a lot of the variant sales on the secondary market pricing going up, there could be a little nefarious reason behind it. And it's because people are ripping those covers off to get to just the A. But here's the crazy thing. I never, ever would have thought I would see something like this. This is one of those weird things where people love the design, the story, the everything about this book, that they want the A covers more than anything. We see that in the Mark Spears Monsters Keen Spot books, where the A cover sells for more than the Bridezilla now, which is crazy to a lot of us. But that's what happens in comics. That's what's happening right now with Absolute Batman, issue number 1. So be on the lookout. If you got a bunch of these, you might want to grade them and throw them out there. That is the House of Stein Hot 10 list for the week of December 5th, 2025. See you next week. Adios.